So at the start of the movie, we are shown the end of the world, where along with the shortage of resources, the heat on the world also increased so much that the ice of Antarctica started melting. And the virus frozen in this ice spread many types of disasters on the ground, due to which the remaining humans also died rapidly. The governments of all the countries and the rich people decided to leave this world to save their lives, and started going to other planets through rockets, but their decision was so wrong that they did not do proper planning, neither did they know how to reach another planet nor did they know how to survive. In such a situation, many rockets got destroyed as soon as they went into space, and people died in space itself. Now all the remaining humans in the world died of hunger and thirst, and some died fighting among themselves. Now we are shown the only person left in the world, Eva, who lived with a robot in a military base built on top of the mountains. This military base was built by her dad, and this robot also belonged to her dad. This robot used to provide security outside Eva's house, so that no one harms Eva and no one steals Eva's things. Even today, when Eva starts going downstairs for some essential items, the robot gives her some instructions before going downstairs, that she should not drink the water below, and she should take her extra oxygen supply. On going down, we are shown a destroyed world. In this destroyed world, Eva finds a superstore and goes there, buys the things she needs, and there she finds lavender seeds. She knew that it is very difficult to grow them in today's time, but she did not lose hope. She picked up these seeds and came out of here. Even today she was hopeful that she would find a survivor like her, but she did not find anyone after searching a lot. So she wrote her location outside the superstore that, if any survivor is alive, that one should come and live with her. When Eva came home, we saw that the robot was waiting for her. But every time Eva, before going to her house, had to tell the password to this robot, even if Eva went from the car to the gate 10 times. Once Eva got fed up and she put the wrong password. And as soon as she put the wrong password, this robot points a gun at her. To save herself, Eva puts the correct password and now goes home. Takes a shower with her clothes on so that whatever virus is on her clothes below gets washed off. And after that she starts her work. She had also built a small greenhouse inside her house, in which she used to grow the things she needed. There was nothing else in her lonely life. Growing things for herself, bringing supplies for herself and making energy for herself. Nowadays she was installing solar at her home, so that there is no shortage of energy. Eva used to do all these works alone. Her robot just used to roam around the house. The next day while working, Eva starts joking with the robot, but this is an AI. These people are not able to understand the joke. Well, now Eva proposes him for marriage, and the robot here tells her the definition of marriage, and says that a report and a person cannot get married. Eva tells him that then what will happen to me? There is someone else in this world except you. Hey, here from the conversation between her and the robot, we come to know that after making this base, her dad went to his battalion and told Eva that he will return in a few days, but years passed and he did not come here. The robot also started understanding Eva's words a little bit, and now the robot told her that I can work only for 40 years. If something happens to me, then what will happen to you? Eva jokingly tells him that it does not matter, I will find another robot. Now Eva asks him the rules of the robot. The robot tells that we cannot harm any human being. The second rule was that they had to follow every order given to humans. And the third rule was that it would keep itself alive. But the condition in this was that humans should not be harmed through it. And it should not follow the orders of humans. Here Eva reminds him that you were also made for a fourth task, to find new energy resources. Now the robot said no, I am just a security robot. I was not made to collect things. He says my job is to protect you, and stop strangers from coming here. According to me, a stranger is one who doesn't know my password. Eve told him, so it is wrong if someone doesn't know the password. But he was a human and was dying, so you should have helped. Don't you remember that time when you were on duty at a checkpost, and you didn't let humans go to the other side? Although they were dying of heat, just because they didn't remember your password. You and robots like you didn't let those remaining humans cross the border. And all the poor humans died. She tells the robot that because of you people, most people were killed here, but then you all were reprogrammed. If it was in my control, I would have reprogrammed everything again, and reminded you all of the big mistakes you make. Eve doesn't feel comfortable living with this robot. She was scared of this robot, but she couldn't even turn off this robot, because her dad knew all these things. Christmas was about to come. Now Eve asked her robot, "Do you want a gift for Christmas?" But the robot replied that, "We robots do not accept gifts." And Eve again remembered her sad story that she is spending her whole life with a robot. Fed up, she said to the robot that at least you can pretend to be a human. After thinking a lot, the robot came to her in the evening. And he said to Eva, "If you want to give me a gift, then you gift me one eye, that is, one eye, so that I can see everything." Eva looked at him in surprise and said, "Yes, we can think about this." The next morning we see that Eva was going to go down again to get an artificial tree, because real trees were no longer in this world and she had to decorate a tree for Christmas. Before going, Arthur gave her the same instruction that she has to take an extra oxygen tank and not to drink the water below. When Eva came back with her luggage, she had to go inside the house. The robot asked her for the password like every day. Eva also told him, but the robot pointed a gun at her, because this time Eva told the wrong password. Actually, the password of this robot was renewed every 3 months. And the new password was in Eva's dad's journal. All these passwords were actually set by Eva's dad, and he had set them and written them in the diary. The diary was now inside the house. If she went inside, she would have been able to see the correct password. But this robot did not let her go inside. Eva starts pleading with the robot here. But the robot did not have any feelings for her. Eva was also very thirsty. She told all the passwords she remembered to the robot. But all the passwords were wrong. Eva now tries to explain to the robot, "Look robot, I am the only human left in this world, and you have been brought here only for my protection. So let me go inside for a minute. I will take the journal and tell you your password." But the robot was not ready to listen to her at all. The robot did not listen to her even this time as well. So Eva went and sat far away. She thought that after some time, when the robot's attention is diverted, she will trick him and go inside the house. As soon as she started doing this, the robot pointed a gun at her from the side. It means that this could prove fatal for her. Now she was longing to go inside her house. After some time, Eva comes to the robot with a new idea. And she says to him, "Let me go inside. I need an axe. I have to cut trees." The robot told that there are no living trees in this world now. So why do you need an axe? This means that the robot remembered everything. It also remembered Eva, but this robot was also helpless due to its program. Those who did not tell it the password was unknown to it and it could not let him go inside. But until Eva did not tell it the password, it could not let her go inside. Again Eva pleads in front of it like a human being. Begs it that you let me go inside for 1 minute. I will tell you your password after looking at the journal. But even then the robot was not ready to listen to her. Eva says to him, "Okay, then let me go inside for just 1 minute. Follow me. If I do not tell you the correct password, then of course you can kill me." To which the robot said that our work is to protect humans, not kill them. He tells her that I can only kill a person who is unknown to me. For me, the stranger is the one who does not know the password. Troubled by these antics of the robot, Eva stopped trying to escape from it and spent the night outside her camp. She thought that she would somehow go inside her camp at night. But Arthur named robot was not moving away from her door. The next morning, Eva was in a bad state due to thirst and hunger. She had to go inside somehow. She came up with a new idea. She wore her clothes upside down and went to the robot with her face turned upside down. She told the robot that she was a refugee and needed his help. She told the robot that according to the robot's rules, the robot should help her because she was a refugee. And any refugee can come to another place and settle down very easily if she faces any threat in her country. The robot asks her, "What kind of refugee are you? Disaster refugee or political refugee?" Eva knew that she was a disaster refugees. Do not have to come to other countries. That is why she said that I am a political refugee. That is, what Eva meant to say was that she came from a country where war was going on. Here Robert tells her that I will agree to what you say, but you should go around from the back. Actually he wanted to scan her completely. Eva agreed to his words and went around, and when she came back, she again made her appearance like Eva. And this was the mistake she made. When the robot scanned her appearance, she did not look like a refugee to it, and the robot refused to give her shelter again. For the third time when Eva came in front of the robot in her real appearance, the robot, on seeing Eva, told her that just a while ago an unknown person and a refugee had come here. But I chased them away. Eva thought that maybe now the robot is remembering some new things. She tells the robot that please let me in, but this time also the robot asks her for the password. Tired and defeated, Eve starts leaving from here. And before leaving she tells the robot that the next time, if any refugee comes here, then definitely give him water. Now Eva had to drink water. She again came in front of the robot disguised as a refugee, and told the robot that she wanted water, but before giving her water, the robot started investigating her, and asked for her documents. Eva got angry at him and said that she was a refugee and had fled from a war. So where would she have the documents? Hearing this, the robot told her she would have to give an explanation that why you want to live in our country, and Eva made up a false story, that all her parents were killed in the world, and now she lives alone and her life is not in danger. So she came here. Fed up, she asked the robot for water again. The robot told her that he would give water to a refugee only when I would give water to Eva first, and I would give water to Eva only when Eva would tell me the password. Eva did not remember the password. Eva had to spend another night outside. Her body had become weak due to hunger and thirst. In the morning, she pleads in front of the robot that, please give me some water or let me go inside for a second. Then Robert says to her that I am sorry, I cannot help you. I would have helped you even if I thought that you are the last person in the world. But yesterday only a refugee and an unknown girl came in front of me in such a situation. Because of both of them being alive, your value has decreased. Eva did not have any strength in her body to argue with this robot. Here the robot has pity on her and tells her that there is a power plant nearby. It is possible that there is a human there, because the robot often gets to know about its movement. If there were humans there, then there would be water and food there too. Eva moved towards that place without thinking anything. There was very little oxygen in her oxygen cylinder, because all the other oxygen tanks were inside her house. But still she went inside that power plant. This power plant was very deep. Eva also took a lot of time to get down, but thankfully, after going inside she finds some water bottles. She took out the oxygen cylinder, and broke the door with an axe and went inside. She went there and saw that all the water bottles present there were empty. Another bad thing that happened with Eva was that on coming to this plant, some radiations were coming out from this plant, which could harm Eva's body, and Eva had already been affected by it. Eva uses all her remaining strength to return to her camp, and in a last attempt to save her life, she thinks of killing that robot. She drives her car over the robot very fast, but it is found that this robot was made of very strong iron. Due to the collision of the car itself got burnt. But nothing happened to the robot. The next morning, it is seen that Eva's condition had become very bad. She had very few breaths left. Before dying, she buried the lavender seeds that she had with her in the ground, with the hope that maybe someday it will grow. Seeing her, now her robot comes to her, and gives a report of everything that happened at night. That some unknown person had attacked her. Eva was not able to pay much attention to what he was saying. She was asking him for water. But the robot tells her that I am being attacked here and there. I cannot leave my post and duty. Due to dehydration, Eva was also having hallucinations. She was seeing such things which were not even happening to her. She sees herself wearing good clothes and enjoying in a good world. The next time, she feels that her dad has come to give her water. But she sees that it was her robot who was asking her for her password. Now Eva did not even have the strength to speak. Here the robot told her that if you die, my password will be reset automatically. Eva does not pay attention to his words, and only tells her one last wish, that you should water the seeds of my lavender. She died after saying this, and the robot set its new password as lavender. This robot didn't feel any sorrow even on the death of the last person. It was just an artificial intelligence. The conclusion of the movie is that artificial intelligence cannot have feelings as humans. In this way, they can be deadly for humans. And just by telling this, and this story ends here.